Hello, Professor Campbell and class. It is a pleasure to be here this evening to speak with all of you about a reduction in work hours. This is a topic that I think is important, and I hope that all of you out there will listen to this carefully and will, agree with me on this issue that's very important. Reducing work hours. I think we work entirely way too much here in the United States of America. This is something that needs to change, and it needs to change ASAP. We're working entirely way too much. We're stressing ourselves out, and, we're causing health issues. So we've got to get away from this. We've got to gain our lives back. We've got to, develop a work-life balance. We've got to, improve our health. And, we've got to become happier here in the United States of America. We're just working way too much, and this needs to change. I think reduction in work hours is going to be the solution, because it's going to improve our general quality of life. It's going to, give us more time at home with our families, and it's just going to make us happier in general. So we want to, do whatever we can to reduce our work hours. Currently in the United States of America, people are working anywhere from, 60 to 70 hours a week. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's stressing everyone out. Have you ever looked around you and you've looked at people and they look completely exhausted, and you're going, what is wrong with this person? What's wrong with them? Why are they absolutely, exhausted? Why are they moody? Why are they grouchy? Why do they have bags under their eyes? What's going on? This doesn't make any sense. And it's probably because, they're working too much. They're stressing out, and, they're trying to keep up with their home. They're trying to keep up with, their lives at work. And this is, completely ridiculous, and it does need to change. So we've got to do this, and we've got to reduce our work hours here in the United States of America. We've got to, get our family life back. We've got to, become happy. We've got to, spend a little more time to help our own personal, wellness. And, we got to do this, and we, have to do it right away, because, it is something that is affecting millions of Americans. And I know that some of you out there can, identify with some of the things that I am speaking about. Have you ever just walked, down the street, and you're looking around you, and, you see people, and it looks like, they're dressed up in the 1970s or 1960s, and, you go, what's wrong? What's wrong with these people? Why are they dressed like, they're in the 1960s or, 1970s? Well, maybe they're stuck behind their computer. They've been sitting there for decades on end, 20, 30, 40 years. They don't get up, and they don't move. Their eyeballs are glued to, their laptops or their PCs. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely unhealthy. And, we've got to change this here in the United States of America. We're looking absolutely ridiculous to other countries out there, because, other countries, they're spending time with their family. They're, looking at some of those core values, and, they're appreciating their family life, and they're, not working as much. For example, countries like Spain, a lot of the employees do go home in the afternoon for a siesta. They have the opportunity to eat lunch with their family members, and then they, return to work and spend a couple of hours working. So, we've got to change that here in the United States of America. Wouldn't you like to get up a little bit later and, walk your dog, in the morning, and not have to rush back, and, your dog can actually spend the time to do what it needs to do. Instead you're rushing your dog back. Oh, I've got to get back. I've got to, jump in the shower. I've got to hop into those trains, planes, and automobiles, to get to the job so that I'm not late, and, so that I'm working, and, I get all my work done. I mean, this is absolutely insane. We've got to change this here. We've got to, work towards, a better work-life balance, and, improve our health. In the United States of America, stress is caused by so many things, and, overwork is one of the major causes of stress. People are developing health ailments in terms of, cardiovascular disease, strokes, hypertension, diabetes, obesity. All of these things are happening because, people aren't taking the time to, take care of their health. They're not exercising enough. They're grabbing, the wrong foods. They're smoking, they're drinking too much coffee. Have you ever gotten up early in the morning to get to Starbucks and it's 7:30 and the line is out, the door? Everybody's standing there trying to get that cup of coffee because, they know they have 9 hours, of work ahead of them, and they absolutely can't get it done unless they, have that cup of coffee. That's insane. Coffee is horrible for you. It causes a lot of, different issues. It robs your body of its nutrients, and it's, absolutely unnecessary. So, we look at some of these things. Sleep deprivation is a big issue here in the United States of America. We look at things that are being affected in our health, our endocrine system, our immune system, our digestive system, our nervous system. All of these things, and are negatively impacted by stress. So we've got to reduce our stress level. We've got to get our health back, and we've got to reduce these work hours. Corporations can, assist us with reducing the work hours. They can help employees, disperse work, a little fairly so that, certain employees don't end up with more work than other employees. They can also do things in terms of, increasing salaries so that people, feel that they don't have to, suffer economically. So these are some of the things corporations can do. Corporations can also allow flex time, employees to come in later, employees, to leave a little bit earlier, things of that nature. Have you ever just left work, late in the evening, you're going in early in the morning when, the sun is not out and it's dark outside, you're not getting any vitamin D, and then, you're leaving home, you're leaving work, late at night, it's dark outside, you're not getting any vitamin D, and we all know vitamin D is, important to, being healthy. So, we have to look at all of these things, and reduce our work hours here in the United States, because we have so many positive things to gain from, reducing these work hours. We're going to gain better health. We're going to gain, more time with our family members, more time with our children. We're going to, have time to spend with them to do their homework, to, conversate with them, to, engage in some of their activities at school. All of these beautiful things that are, going to happen with the reduction in work hours. So I think America, any of you who are out there who are, going, this girl is talking way too much. She's a little bit, off the wall here. Just listen to my topic and, take it into consideration. Know that, a reduction in work hours is the beginning. And, that is the start. And that's going to, make the quality of life so much better for so many people here in the United States of America. So we've got to get this done, and we've got to do everything in our power, to get this done here in the United States. So I want to thank each and every one of you for, giving this topic some consideration. And, I hope that you all will, dive into your personal lives, and you will find ways that you can reduce your workload, and you will find ways to, improve your own health and to spend more quality time with your family members. So I thank each and every one of you for listening to my speech, and, God bless you, and, I wish you the best of health. I wish you so much luck, in your careers, and, I wish you reduced work hours, at your job. So thank you very much. Take care, and you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.